Thunderous screams of rage and agony herald the Frankenstahl's entry onto the battlefield. These cries are not the monster's own, however, muffled as they are by the layers of its sensor helmet. This horrible cacophony of shrieks comes from the mouths of all those who would dare oppose this undead behemoth.
Hey there, let's talk about the Frankenstahl expansion. Let's see what we can find in the box. Tokens and the character sheet. Given cards. Miniature. Let's see. The tile. Well, here we are. As you can imagine, this monstrosity is a beast on board. The Frankenstahl were elite troops, heroes that were wounded. The scientists of the Reich converted them in a kind of cyborg or zombie armor storming. They look like a human tank. Well, Frankenstahl has a very high combat and stamina stats, but the movement is very slow. After one wound, he's going to be very limited on board. This is a question of balancing, of course. It seems interesting this affiliation stamp, the Icing Division stamp, which is the only character with this affiliation. Never was published by Fantasy Flight another character with this affiliation. Revenants could have been an addition to this affiliation, but they never were published. As you can see, comparing with other regular figures, this one is very big. Well, this responds to the fact that, as we said before, they are like human tanks. In fact, the Kaiser considered them the most powerful defense that the Reich has. You can see they have 5 health rods, so they are going to take up the slot of one hero and one trooper in your squad. This is very important because the dynamic of playing of your squad is going to be changed a lot with this reduction. Frankenstahl are good at killing enemies and taking objectives, so they are very interesting for domination and objective mode because they can cover an area easily and they don't need too much backup from the rest of the team. The special object of the Frankenstahl is the shock cannon, this one, which allows him that when an enemy suffers at least one wound with this weapon, it must receive a stun token, which means that that character is going to lose his movement in his next activation. The Hydraulic Hammer Hand is a hand-to-hand weapon. Well, FRANKENSTAHL always is considered that they have hand-to-hand weapon, but with this one, any natural 10 rolled to the target is going to be one automatic gun. The Schulter cannon, it's a very interesting weapon because it allows him to spend one command point to go on Overwatch, and any attack that he made on Overwatch is going to be with this automatic weapon. And the last one, the Signor helmet, simply add one additional die to his range attacks. Stamina pack is composed with this arm, the Fearbus Sniper, sorry for my pronunciation, the Adrenal Vitae. Well, these both, this one, the Fearbus Sinews, make him very strong on short roll because add one additional die, but if he receives automatic success from a grenade, add 2 additional dice, so it's very difficult causing him damage with grenades. And the other one is the Adrenaline Vitae. As an action, you might discard this token to dial up your health indicator by a single row. So he has a healing ability, which must be added to this other one of the general rule, which say, at the beginning of each turn before initiative has been rolled, the FRANKENSTAHL may forfeit its entire activation to immediately dial up its health indicator by 1 row. So he can heal himself each turn, each round. And the last one pack, the command pack, could be composed with the Abomination and the Paroxysm of Wrath. Abomination is an ability that say that any character that begins their activation on his path must make an attempt of a mental test. In order to succeed, they must roll 2 successes, and if fail, you may move the character up to his full movement points, and if the character cannot move, he's going to suffer 1 automatic gun. And finally, the Paroxysm of Wrath. Once per turn, after you suffer 1 or more wounds from an attack, you might make a counterattack without spending a command point. Well, the rulebook allows you to build a team composed by 2 FRANKENSTAHL. In this case, the additional FRANKENSTAHL must be reduced his health indicator but by 1 row and never can pass this limit. The other option would be keep your 5 health indicator rows but reduce to 1 command point in each round. So it's up to you, decide what do you prefer, if playing with full health of both FRANKENSTAHL, or instead of this playing with 1 command point less each round. Additionally, we can say that there are 2 good options to compose the team. You can add von Heisinger, or also it could be another good alternative. It is said that Host Harbinger wouldn't be the best option, but well, I made some cards for the Iking solo system, for playing with these 2 beasts and Host Harbinger. I'll talk about the Iking solo system.